Hey everyone, this is Lori, and in this video I want to talk about Kidazzler, and I also want to give you some ideas on how to promote. Now, I was out on the Kidazzler group today on Facebook, and people are kind of getting discouraged a little bit. They're having trouble getting people in to join, and they're having trouble finding businesses and things like that. So first, I do want to say outright that Kidazzler, in my opinion, is still a great opportunity, but it's all in how you look at it. Okay, now I just watched a video made by a member who says he's no longer going to promote Kidazzler. He thinks it's saturated. He doesn't think it's a great opportunity, and I just responded with with my idea about it. It was nothing mean or anything like that, but I disagreed with him. And so, whether or not you're going to continue with Kidazzler, that's completely up to you. But I highly recommend that you stick with it. So, in this video, I want to give you some ideas of where you can promote Kidazzler. Now, when they say friends and things like that, they don't mean just limit it just to your friends. So let's say if you have 20 friends, you can only invite 20 people. That's not the case, okay? You don't have to limit it just to your friends or your family, okay? So try to get away from that idea that you're limited, because you're not, okay? So I'm going to get started on this. I do have notes here just to help me stay focused, but when I joined Kidazzler back in 2018 in December, it was still fairly new. I didn't see very many people promoting it at all, so I did have an advantage over some of the people that are just joining now. But that's not to say that it's still not a great opportunity. They just recently had a contest for the influencers, and I didn't even win because my invites had slowed down, and there were people who managed to get 100 people, over 200 people to join within a month's time, or not even an entire month. So that's proof that it's possible that if you really dedicate the time and effort to promoting Kidazzler, it can be done. Okay, so the opportunity is still there. Don't get discouraged. Okay, I tell people all the time on the Facebook groups, if your strategy isn't working, change your strategy. Okay, because there's all kinds of different things that you can do. Okay, so when I first started, one of the first things I did is I learned as much as I could about Kidazzler, and then I posted an article. My first article was this one: Make Monthly Recurring Income with Kidazzler Directory. Okay, and that's where I would say a very high percentage of my invites have come from. Okay, now since writing this article, there have been a lot of other people who are getting the same idea, and they're writing their own articles. So it's getting more challenging to rank on Google and some of the other websites. But I am ranking pretty good still on Bing and some other sites. I'm not doing as great as I was on Google, but Google is the most popular. That's where everybody's going to do searches and things like that. So even though I'm not in the top spot anymore, people are still finding me. I'm still getting invites, and so I'm in no way am I going to give up or get discouraged. Okay, so my second article that I wrote was this one. Oops, I'm sorry. My review, Kidazzler review, is Kidazzler a scam or legit? And I put that because some people think that Kidazzler is a scam. And so I want to, explain what Kidazzler is. And the reason that it's a scam, it could be a couple different things. Maybe they're just cynical. Maybe it's the way people are promoting it, because there was a problem early on with people misleading people just to get them to sign up. I know when the post that I saw originally, it was something to the effect of, you can get paid $10 per business that you add. And I originally started looking into it thinking it was a scam. And then once I looked into it and I learned more about it, I realized that this is not a scam. It is a great opportunity. But the caveat is, like with anything, if you're going to make money, whether it's sell a service or a product, there has to be some conversion from the people who are interested into buying something. And in this case, it's the businesses that we add, the kid-friendly businesses that we add to Kidazzler have to convert to paying members, meaning they have to start paying to advertise on the Kidazzler directory. That's the caveat, okay? Not all the businesses you add are going to do that, but some of them will, okay? And the reason you want to invite people is because you can make a small amount, $1 to $2 on your invites, and on your $2 on your direct invites, and then $1 on your indirect invites when the businesses that they add convert to paying customers. Okay? So it's still, the opportunity is still there, and I'm not trying to hype this up. I'm just really passionate about Kidazzler, and that's why I'm one of the influencers and one of the founding, a member of the founder circle, because I am so passionate about this, and I strongly believe in this opportunity because it is a long-term opportunity. Okay, so, and I'm making money, and the app hasn't even launched yet. So when the app launches, I think a lot of people are going to be pleasantly surprised, and I hope that will encourage them to continue. Okay, so there's my 2 articles. I also have a lot of videos out on YouTube. Sorry about that. And a lot of them are ranking very high on, so they're found a lot. You can see there's a lot of people posting Kidazzler videos. Okay? So if you do a search on Tips from Lori, you'll find my videos, you'll find my website and all that. So one of the first things that I recommend for people to do, whether you're new, you're just joining, or you've been involved in it for a while and you're struggling, is learn everything you can about Kidazzler. Okay, Kidazzler has a very good resource. Okay, their own website, and they provide a ton of information about the opportunity. They have a huge category list, and if you join their elite inner circle group, which you'll be invited to join once you join Kidazzler, go out and look at their files section and download their playbook. Okay, because it gives you ideas, it gives you scripts that you could use to promote, and I actually use some of those scripts myself. Okay, there's a frequently asked questions section, there's an about us section, there's all kinds of information, there's videos that they're allowing people to use. Okay, so utilize this, especially if you haven't utilized their website as far as gaining a knowledge of it. Please do. Okay, you're really selling yourself short if you don't utilize the information that they're providing to their contributing members for free. Okay, and that's the other thing about Kidazzler. Contributing members could join for free. I have not spent a dime on Kidazzler or promoting Kidazzler. Okay, I already had a website that I was already paying for, so it didn't cost me anything but some time to write the articles and do the videos. Okay, so the first one is write an article about Kidazzler in your own words. You don't have to have a website. You can join sites for free like medium.com, StumbleUpon, Tumblr. You can go out to Google and do a search on, free posting or places to post an article for free or things like that. Post a video about Kidazzler. There's a ton of people out there doing the same thing. And the thing that I want to stress to people is that there's more than enough to go around. Okay? And people love videos. They like that visual content. Okay? And one of the other things that I want to point out to people who are getting discouraged is, if one of the things that is known is that the larger cities have been basically saturated. Okay? A lot of the businesses have been added. Maybe not all of them. I highly doubt all of them have been added. because new businesses are out opening up every day. Okay? And it's not just it's not just businesses in the larger cities that are advertising. Some of the businesses that have opted to advertise that I've added are not from large cities. They're from a suburb of a large city. Okay? So if you live in Los Angeles, California, don't focus on cities in Los Angeles, California. Focus on the suburbs. And there are a lot of suburbs to Los Angeles. Okay? There's a lot of small towns in California, in every state. So focus on the suburbs. If you don't have any luck, you can check out, see if you can find some businesses, kid-friendly businesses in the larger cities. If you don't have any luck, then expand your search to the outskirts of the city, suburbs, and small towns. Okay? Small towns, especially around tourist cities. Okay? Orlando is saturated. Most of the businesses related to kid-friendly businesses and kids' activities, they've been added already. So don't focus on Orlando. Focus on the smaller cities that are outside of Orlando or the metropolitan area of Orlando. Okay? I'm doing that, and every month I'm continuing to add more businesses. I'm not having any problems. There might be, I might get one oops that's already been added by somebody else message, and then I just go out and find other stuff. Okay? And one other thing that I wanted to point out, utilize this category list. When I was looking through this, there were some things that I didn't even know what it was, and I had to look it up. There was one, it was called, I can't remember, it started with a Z. Excuse me, look, I'm going to look through this. I think it might be in this section, maybe. Zorbing. I had no idea what Zorbing was. And I had to look it up. Okay? So utilize this list. It's huge. It goes on and on and on. Okay? And this is thanks to the work of the Kidazzler staff who want us to be successful. Okay? And believe me, they want us to be successful. If they're successful, we're going to be successful. Okay? And they want to be successful. Believe me. Okay. So write an article. Write it in your own words. Okay? Don't copy anything. Don't copy anybody else's information or anything like that. Write it in your own words. Post a video. Okay? I'm using a simple free program called Screencast-O-Matic. It doesn't cost me a dime. There is limitations on the free ones, but that's okay. So social media. Don't just focus on Facebook or Facebook groups. Utilize every social media outlet you can. If you have an article, leave comments. Okay, go out to work from home or places that write articles and allow comments and leave something relevant. Write a relevant comment. Hey, I have a great way that I make money or a great opportunity. This is what it is. And then when you put in your information, they usually want your name and sometimes an email and sometimes a website. You could put the link to your article or your YouTube video in that website URL. Okay, set up a free Facebook business page. You could use that as your website and post your information out there. Work at home forums. Make money forums. Follow their rules. Free classified ads. Okay, there are so many, you wouldn't believe it. Local bulletin boards, community centers, grocery stores, etc. Make up a nice little pamphlet or, a nice little card and just go around and post those. Okay, go out to Q&A sites like Quora and places like that and answer questions. Local networking groups. Usually what I've found is that the first visit is free and you can plug Kidazzler. Okay, so I'm giving you a lot of information. I hope that you will utilize it. Use Google to search for more information. There's a lot of free stuff out there, so utilize it as much as you can. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help. Thanks for watching.